Hi you guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to Coffee, Paper, Scissors. I am trying to use up all of these die cut pieces that I had left over from making something, in previous videos. So I have found some things that I thought, would work. I think they'll be pretty cute when they're all put together. So what I did, so these were like a manila colored paper, sort of like the manila envelope, sort of, but like lighter. And I just covered them with Victorian velvet. So it has just a slight kind of a yellowish undertone to it, which is fine. I'm just going to ink around them real quick, or I'll ink around them one at a time, I guess, as I'm doing it. And then these things I found, of course, on the Graphics Fairy website for free. I believe I searched script and then just different things pop up, and I made them sort of fit the size that I needed. So I just shrunk them down a little bit in a Word document. Okay. And then on this particular one, it was sort of a colored label, but the color stopped and you could see the white right here and here. So I just took the gathered twigs and I just went around it and filled in that little white spot. So that's why I inked around this one the way that I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it down. And then I'll cut around the actual thing here. You know, I didn't even check to see if they're like even all the way around. I didn't even check to see that. They're probably fine, or I think I would have noticed. And it didn't fit perfectly, but I thought it was close enough. I'm just gonna stand it up so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Okay. I think it's fun to try and figure out ways to use the, I don't know, would you call it blanks from the die cuts when you go to make something and you have the leftover shape? I think it's fun to try and figure out how to use them. I don't always, though. A lot of times when I don't use die cuts very often, but when I do, I oftentimes I'm cutting something and it ends up, very crooked on the paper that I'm cutting it. And so you almost can't use, whatever it is. Actually, I don't know that I'm going to put this flower on yet. But I'm going to go ahead and ink around it. Ink this a little bit more. And then I'm going to glue it to this. So I think I'm going to do it this way because I think I can fit 3 across if I do. I actually tried using some embossing powder on one of them, and the pink of that embossing powder was too pink. It didn't look good, so I decided to throw that one away. I tried toning it down with some Distress ink, and it really didn't do a very good job. So one of them is in the trash, but that's okay. This is a rarity for me. This is my second video today. Normally, I cannot manage to get a second video in. Very, very difficult. I'm going to stick this up here out of the way, and then we'll do the next. So I found one that fit really well with the, you know, long shape. I thought that was perfect. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's go ahead and do our inking. And then around this part. And then again, I'm going to glue it and then place it where I want it, and then I'll cut around. My husband went into town just a little bit ago. He wanted to get something for me. I don't know what it was, but he's like, I need to go searching. I have a feeling I know, but you know, I'm not totally sure. We usually have, my family usually has cinnamon rolls Christmas morning, and of course I can't eat them, and so I think he went to a gluten-free restaurant that makes cinnamon rolls to get me a couple. I think that's what he did, but I don't know for sure. But I have a feeling, because when he came home, he came through the garage. We have a garage and we have a shop. His pickup, he parks out in the shop. And so normally he would come in through the back door, but he came in through the garage, and the garage door, well, we have an extra freezer in the garage, and I'm pretty sure he probably put whatever he found for me out in the freezer so that it doesn't end up being yucky and all stale by Christmas morning, and I can just, you know, defrost it. So we'll see. I will be very excited if that's the case. Okay, there's that one, and let's go ahead and glue it down to this. I don't make their cinnamon rolls. Well, I don't, not from scratch anyway. Sometimes I buy a frozen, you know, they just pop right into the oven, you know, from the freezer. Or other times, there's some really good bakery ones that a local bakery makes, and I'll buy those. But they don't always have them, so I don't know what they're gonna have. I need to go over to the store in a little bit to see. I didn't want to buy them too soon. Of course, I can always put them in the freezer. And this one's just slightly longer. very cute already, but I have more to do to it. Put those together, and then we'll do this last one. So these flowers, again, you guys, I am just, you know, going to Graphics Fairy website. I'm finding what I think I want. It's all free that I'm using. I looked at the price, and since I don't make digitals, you know, to sell on my Etsy shop, I can hardly justify the price. I don't remember what it is. I just looked, and the thing is, you have to pay the price to see if what you want to, if you want to use it, you know, like I might pay it and go, oh, I don't want all this stuff, you know, everything else was plenty. So I just haven't. But if I ever decide to try and make digitals, because, you know, that's something that I'm so tech savvy that I would so easily figure that out. Sarcasm. I don't know. Okay. This one I had to play with a little bit, like I made it longer and I made it skinnier. So, and then I printed it on just regular paper, and then I coffee dyed it. I think it needs to, I don't know if I can move it now. Oh well, that's okay. It's just barely off. All right, and let's go ahead and glue this one. My daughter's been watching the Matrix trilogy. The new Matrix movie comes out really soon. You guys, I never go to the movies. I would rather do this, you know. Or a long time ago, my husband would take the kids to, you know, like Disney movies or something like that. And I don't know. I don't like to sit and watch movies in the movie theater. I like to at home. And so I would leave them and I would, you know, go get some shopping done or something like that. And, you know, they didn't mind. Well, it's kind of the same thing, but generally now I just stay home and play in my room while they go watch movies. So they actually went to watch Spider-Man yesterday. And if you guys are movie watchers, they said that it's probably the best Spider-Man movie so far. So I have no idea, but that's what they said. Anyway, the new Matrix movie is, I don't know, out today maybe? I don't know. But, you know, there's a new Matrix movie. I love the original Matrix movie. It seriously, oh my goodness. I love that movie. I have watched it so many times. So, 2 and 3, if you guys watched them, weren't so great. In fact, I barely remember them. Because I only saw them once. I didn't ever want to see them again. So she just finished watching, well, she watched the first one with us not too long ago, and she's like, oh, I love that movie. So she's watched it several times since then, and she's excited to go to the theaters to watch, you know, the new one. But anyway, she wanted to watch the other two so that, you know, she could be all up to date. And I was like, okay, well, you'll have to let me know, you know, what happens, because I don't even remember. So she's been in telling me kind of what they're about. But she said number 2 makes no sense. And, you know, I kind of remembered that. And then she said number 3 makes sense. And she was just telling me it was almost over. So let's see. And ink around here a little bit. It's puckering. I'm gonna sew around it. I was also going to use some Perfect Pearls. I don't know if it's in camera right now, but it's sitting out there. It's something I bought quite a while ago and I've never used it. I opened it up and I was like, I don't even know what it is. I didn't know if it was like a paste or a powder. I had no idea. I just opened it. It's a powder. So I think I want that one on that one and that one on this one. So I'm going to close that. I think I'm done inking. And so I don't know, you guys will have to tell me, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just going to get it in the lid. So I guess you just kind of put it where you want it and it stays. I don't know. Am I wrong? Because it's just a powder. Unless there's something else up there. Wait a second. There's something else. Perfect Pearls Medium. Oh, look at that. So how do you put it on there? Like that? Well, that's sticky. Oh gosh. I have no idea. Well, I can tell you that it was staying where I was putting it, and I don't know if it's because I've inked it and all that. What a mess. Oh my gosh, I should be using something. I just didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know how you use this stuff. But, you know, it's shiny. I feel like that's like a little spongy thing. I'm going to have a big mess to clean up. Now you guys are like, oh gosh, what's this going to turn out like? So you're actually interested at this point, right? Let me get this off here. It really sticks to the brush. What are you supposed to put down so that it doesn't make a mess all over the place? Well, I don't know, but it's really pretty. It's very glittery, shiny. Can you guys see that? Yeah, kind of everywhere. I think that what I'll do on this one is just I don't know. It's like a little spongy thing, but the sponge is breaking when I rub it on here. Are you supposed to use like it on a stamp or something? Oh, you guys are probably like, what a bonehead. That's okay. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm gonna be sparkly. I have a mess to clean up. Well, you guys, it is pretty. If I don't, I'm hoping that the camera's catching it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the last one. And then I'm gonna stitch around them. Just gonna kind of get the edge on this one, I think. Yeah, look at how that's falling apart. You guys are probably cringing, going, don't do that. I don't know that I'll be using it anymore anyway. I mean, what kind of a sponge does that? Oh well. Oh well. It feels a little sticky. I'm gonna put a little on my eyes when I'm done. Eyeshadow. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. My daughter has some really pretty sparkly eyeshadows that she, you know, like would wear to dances and stuff like that. Looks very pretty. Of course, I wouldn't. Not these days. All right, that's a mess. That's a mess. And I have no wipe, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure how you're supposed to use that. Let me see if I have anything. I don't. Looking around. Nope. I do see a little bit of tissue paper. I will use some tissue paper just to kind of move it out of the way. I don't want to lose all my little flowers though. Just to kind of, oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. Okay, I promise I'm going to clean up my desk after this. Oh my goodness. Now I've gotten confused as to where I was going to be putting my little decorations. But let's go ahead and sew around these. Okay, there it is with the stitching. How pretty. The stitching really adds so much. Okay, so we'll leave that there and move on to this one. I don't have much room on this side, so I need to make sure get it in there okay. Oop, I barely got it on that one. I really like the stitching around this. Okay, there's that one. And the last one. Do you guys ever get to where like there's like can I say like again? Do you guys ever do something where you do the motion so many times that it becomes, you know, there's no thought to it. You automatically know what to do, But then if you think about it, you're like, wait a second, how do I do that? That just happened with the presser foot. I'm like, wait a second, how do I lift the presser foot again? How many times in my life have I lifted a presser foot? Quite a few. But when you stop and think about it, it's like, wait a second. Oh, I was trying to cut, not... Okay. All right, so now let's just decorate them, finish decorating them real quick, and then we'll be all finished. I think I did this one first, and I wanted to put this flower on it. Yeah. I get to clean up my desk. You're like, girl, you need to clean up your desk when I'm finished. It is a need for sure. Okay, and then I have this little punch. I'll show you here in just a second. I know I've probably shown it before, but I don't use it very often because there's so little that I don't normally make, you know, like a tag or journaling card that they look right on, you know. They always look too small. But they're these, the little tabs, and they're definitely small. And it's Anna Griffin. And I have no idea how old it is. And I'm checking to see if I see any number on it. And I don't. But it's Anna Griffin. And they're mini, very mini little tags. Tabs, not tags, tabs. We're just going to put them over here on the side. Very cute. I like that it's sparkly. I'm awfully sparkly too. Can you see the sparkle? How cute, I like it. Okay, so let's do this one. I think it's the one with the 2 flowers because I have kind of a big spot over here. Okay, let me ink around it real quick. Did I say that my husband went to town and then I didn't finish my... Oh, so he was going in, you know, to get something for me, and I'm guessing that it was the cinnamon rolls. But I asked him to get a couple of gift cards for our niece and nephew. And because they're like, they're in their 20s. And so a gift card is kind of the best option, I think. And, you know, I talked to their mom, and she said the same thing. So parts of the sponge are sticking to me. You guys, I'm sorry about the mess. I do not normally, you know, I'm not totally clean, but I'm not normally this messy. So anyway, but he went to look and he said, the gift cards are sold out, Stephanie. So, whoops. Now, he was able to get one, and I'm going to look at our local store for another. I'm trying to figure out the best direction for this one. I'm not sure. I don't want it to hang off at all because it's kind of thin paper. And then let's go ahead and cut out another little tab. Let's see, it's over here. I have to kind of line it up. See, I'm just lining it up. I'm going to do it off camera so I can get the right angle on it. Oopsie. We're almost finished, guys. It's hard to get a hold of it. It's so little. Okay, and the last one. Okay. Now this one, these leaves actually didn't go with it. I cut them off from somewhere else. Okay, so I just wanted to see where I wanted the, I'm going to glue this leaf to the back side. Then we'll get the glue on it. Guys, I really like these. I think they're so cute. I don't know why, but this particular one with the stitching on it, it reminds me of pink leather. Okay, last one. Last little bit. I did finish the other tags that I did yesterday. I'll show those to you too after I get this glued on. I went ahead and put a little tab on it, on them. Okay, and then the back looks like that. How cute. I love these, you guys. I hope you like them too. Okay, and then let me just grab the others. So what I did was just some lace here, and I poked a brad through it. It's a little pearl heart brad, and I did back it, and I just hot glued it down. So that's how those turned out. All right, so anyway, thanks you guys for watching, and I'm not sure if I'll get another video in before Christmas, so if I don't, Merry Christmas, but if I do, I'll just see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.